By now you've probably heard that USCIS is essentially bringing back interviews for any type of immigration benefit, including adjustment of status based on marriage petitions. And so I'm going to give you a few types of questions you should prepare for to prepare for that interview. But before that, I want to state that despite this being the rumor, nothing has officially been announced. And we are still getting approvals without interviews. So nothing has officially been announced. This has been confirmed by various USCIS officers and attorneys who have spoken to them. That being said, it doesn't seem to be fully implemented yet, although I would prepare for getting called for an interview if you do have something pending for USCIS. So now let's get into the list of questions or types of questions you can prepare for that I've written down just based on some experience and anecdotal interviews, right? And questions that clients have been asked. So first, of course, review all of your application. Make sure you have those dates correct. You know, it might have been a while since you submitted it. So any question relating to your application can be asked. So make sure that you know what is in your application. Now, general relationship questions. This is how did you meet? When and where was your first date? How long did you date before deciding to get married? How did you decide to get married? Did you live together? So kind of, background on the relationship. Then specific questions regarding the wedding and the proposal. Who proposed? How was the proposal? Where was the wedding? Who attended? How many people attended? Did you go on a honeymoon? If so, where? Okay, so that's second category. Third, daily life and household questions. These are things like, describe your home. How many bedrooms is it? What is your morning routine like? Who does the cooking? Who does the cleaning? How do you spend your weekends? Do you have pets? What are their names? Who handles the household finances? Okay, so that's that category. 4, family and friends questions. Have you met each other's parents? What are the names of your spouse's siblings? Do you spend holidays, or what is the holiday split with each other's families? Have you ever taken a trip with family or with friends? If so, where? 5, intimacy and personal details. So personal details like, when is your spouse's birthday? Do they have any medical conditions? What's your spouse's favorite food or restaurant? Allergies. What TV shows does your spouse like? What is your spouse's job or work history? Next, previous marriages and children. Clearly, that would be a normal topic to broach if you were getting married to someone or are married to someone. Have either of you been married before? Do either of you have children? How old are they? What are their names? Have you met them? Who primarily takes care of the children, including children that are not yours? Okay, so your spouse's child with a previous partner. What is that custody arrangement like? Finally, miscellaneous and trick questions. So these are things like, what was the last gift that you gave each other? What was the last argument you had, and what was it about? Do you have any joint insurance policies? What tattoos do you or your spouse have? How do you celebrate special occasions like birthdays and anniversaries? So those are kind of like the categories of questions. It's not all encompassing, but I want to give you an idea of things that you can begin to think about. And I think the hardest are those trick questions that, even this morning, who was the last person to leave the house, or things like that. Okay. So I hope this helps. All in all, the most important thing is to be honest and be your authentic selves. Show the USCIS officer kind of what your relationship is like, what your dynamic is. You don't want to joke, but at the same time, if you do have a lighthearted marriage, then you want that to come through.